Yo, just like you. Let me show you.
Ladies and gentlemen, to edition.
It's been a journey, it's been a ride. I just really wanna testify that I am. Yes, I am. It's been a journey, it's been a ride. I just really wanna testify that I am. Yes, I am. I am loved. I am light. It's gonna be alright. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. It's been a journey, it's been a ride. I just really wanna testify that I am. Yes, I am. It's been a journey, it's been a ride. I just really wanna testify that I am. Yes, I am. I'm loved. I'm light. It's gonna be alright. Yes, I am. 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 It's been a journey, it's been a ride. I just really wanna testify that I am. Yeah. Yes, I am. It's been a journey, it's been a ride. I just really wanna testify that I am. Yes, I am. Yeah. I'm loved. I am loved. I'm light. I am light. It's gonna be alright. Yes, I am. 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 I'm loved. I'm light. I am light. It's gonna be alright. Yes, I am. 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 I'm loved. I am loved. I'm light. I am light. It's gonna be alright. Be alright. Yes, I am. 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 I am loved. I am light. It's gonna be alright. God told me to testify. I'm giving you this love. Be alright. Be alright. Be alright. It's been a journey, it's been a ride. I just really wanna testify that I am. Yes, I am.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, to edition. To edition, man. Y'all hot. Y'all hot. That was good. That was dope. Give me the very beginning, Trell.
Welcome to Miss Tahisha's World. Happy Sunday. It is Sunday, October the 16th. Okay. For those that are tuning in and are used to seeing me on the camera, I'm just let you guys know today I am not doing any visual. I'm just doing all audio. I am beat. Okay. I am really, really tired. And I've had a really long week. My son's birthday was on Monday. He turned big 4. I'm so excited. We have been doing a lot of great things with him starting Head Start, getting into finding different things for him to do as far as jujitsu and sports and stuff like that. So it has been a very long week celebrating Mr. King Nasir. So I am here. I am tired. Let's see, this week, like I said, we've been celebrating him. We went to Lake Las Vegas, and I thought that was pretty dope. Did not partake in much of the festivities or activities that they had available, but we did enjoy the view and the trail and just enjoying the nature. It's something that I haven't seen, just been around water like that I haven't experienced that since I've been home in California. So that was definitely pleasurable. So to celebrate him, we went to Chuck E. Cheese. I think we spent like 3 hours there, like 3 hours, and I'm like, I was tired. But it's all worth it in the end because he got some what do you call it, points or tickets left over that rolled over. So that was definitely an exciting and memorable time celebrating him, watching him just run around freely. So that was pretty dope. I thought that was pretty dope. Shout out to his goddad for showing up, and his pops being there. It was a family affair. It was really really nice. So it was it was worth it. It was definitely worth it. All in all, it was small. It wasn't something that we've normally done. Normally, it'd be like a big extravagant thing, but it was really small and intimate, and I loved it. I really did love it. What else did we have going on this week? Um, let's see. So we went there. Oh, you know what, you guys? Like I said, I'm so tired. My son always gets sick right before his birthday. So, me being Mama Bear, of course, I'm taking care of him, looking out for him, and everything like that. I'm getting coughed on, nose running, sneezed on, all kind of stuff. And after his birthday, here his mom like just drained, and my body's just sore. So yeah, I was coming down with his little cold, and that's why I'm tired. I'm tired from all this running around, and my body just being out of it. So anyhow, that has definitely been something taking a toll out on me this last couple of days. So last night, what I did, I took me a nice, nice, nice hot bath, and I just sat there and soaked and soaked until like the steam opened up my pores, and it was really nice. And I laid in my bed for about 45 minutes, kids running through the house, mom, 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 I don't care. I did not care. I just chilled. I just really really chilled, and I thought that was some good self-care, because when I came out the room, I came back, and everybody was just like, "Oh, hey, mom," and I was just like, "Hey, what's going on?" I was feeling a lot better. I'm still in recovery from my car accident with my left arm, and everything like that. So that also has been weighing me down. And hell, I sound tired. Shit. I sound tired, but definitely I have been making sure I take care of myself. Oh, which was very dope. What I thought was very dope on Monday before my son's festivities is that, and I guess it was divine intervention, how I ended up having therapy the same day that my son we're celebrating my son. So in that moment of therapy, you guys, it was so dope because I got to really, really explore some childhood areas that I didn't think affected me. Sometimes you don't know until you become a parent how things, that you thought you dealt with as from childhood affects you. So let's just say Monday when I got to therapy after him getting his hair cut. I mean, he went to school. He had the balloons after school. You know, we went to the mall, got his hair cut. I mean, he loving it. He loving it. But when I got to therapy and he's all quiet, he's settled down and stuff. And it was just amazing the things that I was talking about with my therapist. Like, wow, I didn't think that certain things affected me still. But that's sometimes that's what it takes for you to have a kid and realize, like, you got some unhealed trauma. So that was pretty dope. So from there we rode the train at the mall, he got his hair cut, like I said. And then we ended up going to Chuck E. Cheese, and to his surprise, he didn't know what was gonna happen, but to his surprise, his two role models was there, and I thought that was pretty cool. So, shout out to the dads and the god dads that, make sure they're present. And yeah, so it's been a really long week, you guys. It's been a really long week. My daughter, we're doing potty training with her, and she's definitely surprised me this week. She on a potty chair, and I'm just like, okay, cool, good. I'm in the room changing the baby and laughing with him and reading to my oldest, and next thing you know, all I hear is and I was just like, well, what happened? Well, she shocked herself because, she successfully used the potty chair. So I was really happy about that. Yay, go, go, go. Go, Juju. So it has been a really good week. Like I said, it's just been celebrating, been in unity, been with family, been surrounded around loved ones. For those that could not make it, I still appreciate you guys for wanting to be there. Everyone who was on Facebook and sent text messages, I want to say thank you for the love and support of celebrating my oldest son. To one of my best girlfriends in California. My son's 4. There's hasn't been a year that's gone by that we don't always receive that happy birthday package. So thank you so much. It's just been a good journey. This week it's been about learning what's the word I'm looking for? Learning how to meet others where they are, you know, meet others where they are. And especially when it comes to celebrating life, you got to put your differences to the side and think about the bigger picture. So it has been definitely a good experience this week in learning and transitioning. Um, celebrating life, accepting the fact my son's getting older and, I'm still getting younger. I am still getting younger. But it's okay though, it's okay. Um, we got a lot to look forward to in the future. And this road that my son and I are on, as far as him being going from homeschool to him actually being at a facility for school, daycare, going to the library. It has been an amazing transition from homeschooling. I thought I didn't think I would be comfortable with this phase, but we're adjusting and it's good. It's good. It's feeling really great. I'm loving all of it. Um Now it's just the other two. It's the younger ones, they are reminding me like, okay, mom, we're still babies. The oldest, he's like, okay, I'm going from toddler to child in a couple of years. So, I thought that was pretty cool. Um, what else? What else? I always talk about my children. Those are the love of my lives, the light of my world. So, um, oh, and at the Clark County Library, for those that's not familiar, they have this reading log. You log in on the internet and you log in all the books that your child has read, or even what you've read actually from the library, or whether it's from the library or not. And it's a goal. The goal is to read 1,000 books before kindergarten. Well, I think we're already on the right track. So we already done read 48. We already done read 48 books since starting this in June. So yeah, he's on definitely on the right track, and I'm loving it. Mom is a definite big advocate for reading. So that's been something else to look forward to, instead of just writing the list out, actually logging it on, and other people can see it and they're making these suggestions about the book recommendations, according to Clark County recommendation. It's been like a really great experience. So all in all, like, my week has just been full of love, laughter, and also my week has been full of staying focused. Keeping. We've been a little off track because we've been celebrating. However, my mind has been like, no, we got to keep it going. Like, we got to stay on. We got to stay on track. We got to stay on top of the course that we got going on. And I think that's really important. It's good to celebrate, and I know we get tired, but you know, just like they say, you got to get back to the bag. Well, you got to stay on track to even get back to the bag. Mama Ty is beat, you guys. I mean, I am wore out, but it's like I say in the beginning, it was all worth it. It's been all worth it. So I mean, even just all of this practicing from meditation to, homework with my son and doing breathing exercises. I even caught my kids the other day, like, doing some breathing exercises while they were cleaning up. And I just thought that was dope. I thought that was dope. So all of the practice, what they say, practice makes perfect. It's been definitely, definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. So I am just right now, I'm I'm gonna say it again. I'm tired. I'm tired, but it's a good tired. It's a good tired. It's not like a worn down, beat up tired. No, this is a good tired, and I'm actually happy with it. I'm looking forward to what's to come this next week, because this next week, we back to school, we back to class. Um, I mean, life is just all about these transitions that we going through, and it's good transitions. So, speaking of which transitions, let's see. First of all, I'm gonna take a deep breath. So if you guys will join me in just counting 1, 2, 3. Again, 1, 2, 3. That feels so good. That feels so good because, you gotta shake it off. It says exercise my son does. It's called I wiggle. So it wiggle your nose, toes, all of this stuff, and it helps you to calm down before bed. And just like those 2 deep breaths just help me to relax. Like that was definitely needed. So definitely needed. But yes, so this week I'm gonna talk about something. It's always in a positive light, guys. I'm always in the positive light. We gotta stay in the positive light. But speaking of positive light, I am a big fan of Eddie Murphy. And I was watching, I actually went and purchased the Beverly Hills Cop collection. And it was so funny watching that movie last night, because you see the characters change, right? Eddie Murphy starts off with, being this cop in Detroit, and, his partner, gets passes away, and he's trying to discover what happened, and all of the trail is leading back to Beverly Hills. So he goes through all of these hoops and loops to figure out what happened to him, and he comes across these 2 cops whose names I cannot remember right now, but one of them was both of them was by the book, but the young one, I'm gonna call him the rookie. He was more so like, I'm willing to break the rules a little bit. So if you watch part 2 of Beverly Hills Cop, you go into this man's house, and he has all of these plants, and he got this turtle, and he's like, it's the aroma. It's the aroma. And he is like, he's literally set the atmosphere for when you walk into his home with all of these plants, that you have a place of peace, right? Then Eddie goes into his room. He uses the phone. He closes the door. And then all of these guns are behind the door. He has posters of Rambo. And you can see how the character went from part 1, he was just like real shy and by the book, to part 2, he's carrying knives around. He had his regular little pistol, to now he got different kind of pistols. And he's more um open to the thrill, the experience, the what is the word I'm looking for? The fight. He was open. He was strictly by the books. I got to do it this way. I got to follow the rules. But one thing I noticed in part 1 and part 2, he always spoke up when it came to correcting his name. I think it was like Rosewood, Rosemary. It was I think it was Rosewood, but they called him Rosemary. And so he would always speak up for himself. And if you look at that movie, you see how he changed. Okay, he was speaking up for himself, speaking up for himself. Part two, his captain dies, but he's still speaking up for himself. He's not backing down, right? And I feel like that's the process of life. We have to elevate to eliminate. So the way what he to me was eliminating was that reserved person, that person that's just like, I don't want to do this. But he elevated into this strong, ready for the fight type of cop, and he was ready for it. In part two, he's ready for it. He's like, come on, let's go. I mean, even in part one, he was like, he just flashed his badge, even with the shooting going on. And he's like, look, everybody put your weapons down. You're under arrest. And it was funny to me because he still got shot at. And then when backup came, he did it again. And it's like sometimes that's the process of elimination. You got to try until you get it right. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we're all working to be a better version of ourselves. It's a daily walk. And even though I talk about peace of mind, self-esteem, parenting, accomplishing goals and wealth, it's all leading to elevation. We have to elevate our minds, elevate our bodies. So how do we elevate? Well, we eliminate. I elevate my mind by eliminating what's blocking my growth. I like that. I elevate my mind by eliminating what's blocking my growth. So school teaches us to work towards our goals of our day-to-day living, right? But life isn't like school. Life is like sports. You train, you condition, you have scrimmages, and then you get into the game, right? So, my question to you guys is, what are you eliminating? Are you eliminating people, places, substances, unwanted weight? What drives you to elevate? A good friend of mine was having a conversation with me a couple of weeks ago, like a week ago, and they were telling me, like, I'm quick to cut people off. And respectfully, I'm listening, and I'm like, but I don't agree. I don't cut people off by the slightest, smallest, situation. What I do is I set boundaries. You guys, that's been my word for like the last couple of weeks is boundaries. I may be guarded, but I set boundaries. I'm in a different place in my life now where I can't allow certain things to take me back or put me back in a place that I grew from. So, what drives you to elevate? My drive is myself. I don't want to be who I used to be, my children. Change requires growth, and growth comes with pain or discomfort. So, for the last couple of years, I've been going through a lot of discomfort. I've been growing, I've been changing, and I've been eliminating people, places, substances, things, whatever you want to call them. So, whatever that is that you feel like you need to eliminate in your life to reach your level of elevation, I strongly encourage you to do just that. Do just that. Because that discomfort comes with processing. And processing comes from where? Your mental. I want to change. I want to be better than this. Okay? So we think it, we speak it, we write it, we act on it. And when you act on it, then you see things. It's this one thing on this meme I see going around on Facebook very often, and it says, I ask God to remove my enemies, and then all of a sudden I see friends falling by the wayside, or something like that. Y'all get what I'm saying? But it's because it's what's in your mind. If you want to be around positive people or like minded people, you then separate yourself. You know, um, what it's a quote that they use according to the system. It's called divide and conquer, right? Divide and conquer. So I want to divide myself from people who have set me back or I've allowed them to set me back, but I also want to conquer what's on the other side. I want to conquer those like-minded people. I want to conquer those people that's ambitious and driven. I mean, if I gotta leave, I've been saying this for the longest. The crabs in the barrel, honey, they gonna pull you down. So sometimes you gotta be alone. Sometimes you gotta be separated. That's okay. That's okay. That doesn't mean that you're not gonna have friendships again. It's the process of elimination, man. It's the process of elimination, So if everything starts with our state of mind, why do we procrastinate when it's time to elevate? And it goes into what I'm talking about right now. You know, we procrastinate because maybe we're afraid of change or maybe we're afraid of leaving people behind. And sometimes it's not even, it don't even have to be friendship. Sometimes it's a job. You have a good relationship with your boss and it's just like like your soul, your whole being is telling you it's time to move forward. But you like, oh man, I don't want to let them down. They've been good to me, But at the end of the day, it's your life, you know? Life is a day to day, one step at a time walk, you know? So we shouldn't be holding on if our soul is saying it's time to go. I've had a job. I worked for the San Francisco Giants. I was there for maybe about, I think, 5 to 7. I think I made my 7 year mark. And it was one of my main source of incomes because it was a seasonal job. It was one of my main source of incomes when I was in college. And I literally, on my 6th year, I said 7 is the number of completion and I'm out of here. And I elevated. I did. I moved on to something else. I wrote my first book. you know, then I wrote my first memoir. Then I wrote a poetry book. Then I wrote an erotic poetry book. Then I wrote my second memoir. But it was once I decided to eliminate this seasonal job that is going to be there forever. It's seasonal. It's going to always be there. Then I elevated in my mind because here it is. I'm serving people. I'm serving people. But then I'm feeling like, well, what am I getting out of this? Yeah, I'm in college. Yeah, my grades are doing great. But I'm working with people who have taken this seasonal job and made it a permanent source of income. They wait, okay, baseball season rolling right around. Boop. Let me tell you something. My last game working was Barry Bonds' last game. Okay. I was walking shoulder to shoulder with this man, and it just was amazing that at that appointed time that I decided I was going to eliminate this job and elevate myself somewhere else, that I'm walking down the hall and everyone's hollering and screaming. I'm trying to make it to the shuttle. And I'm standing next to Barry Bonds. We're shoulder to shoulder. He looks down at me and I look up and he winks and he goes into the locker room over to the left. And I mean that just made my whole decision feel 100 times worth it. Because I've loved watching this man since I was a little girl. And here it is, his final game. I get to walk side by side with him. I don't have an autograph. I don't have a picture, but I have this memory. And it reminded me to elevate. He was going through ridicule about steroids and just all of these things was coming up against him. And when he decided to retire, he not only retired, but he also what is it? He also beat a world record. He beat the world record of somebody they was comparing him to. So Who am I comparing myself to? Who I was yesterday, you know? And I want to be better. It's so funny, you guys. I was literally on Facebook and I was looking at, look at your Facebook memories and stuff like that. And the woman I am today, I prayed to be this woman, you know? Like I look back and I'm just like, going into my journals and everything. It's like where I am today, I pray to be here. The home, the car, my kids, you know, um, being a friend, even as I'm co-parenting, you know what I'm saying, with my children's father. Um, just everything I have was with a prayer. And that prayer started in my mind with the change of a mindset. So I had to eliminate who I was to elevate who I am today. And that's a beautiful thing, you guys. So, I mean, like I said, it don't and I said this last week, it don't always have to be, you eliminating yourself from trauma or, those are just the things, those are the topics that I bring up often because that's where I'm at in my life. And I'm just sharing that with you guys. You know, um, yes, Miss Jayla, your only competition is yourself, and that is absolutely correct. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you to all of the other viewers the listeners and viewers who have tuned in. But yes, thank you. That is true. Your only competition is yourself, and that is definitely accurate. And that's what I'm realizing. I have been working on me, and it's so funny. I heard this maybe like 3 times this week, and it was just like, Taisha, are you just so focused on you? You're just so focused on you. I care about other people. I have a heart for other people. But at the end of the day, when you go to bed at night and you're sitting there with your thoughts, even if your partner is there, your children, your family, your dog, your cat, your fish, okay, your parrot, at the end of the day, it's just you. So you gotta, what are your goals in life? What are you eliminating? You know, what are you eliminating? So, you know, when required to eliminate, we hold on sometimes. And some of those holds be strongholds, familiar spirits, you know. And it's because sometimes we're afraid of change. We block ourselves from the blessings that's in front of us. But I am encouraging you guys to continue pushing, walking, and moving forward. They're move forward to elevate through the discomfort of elimination. I mean, it is not, let me tell you guys, when I was in AA, right? I was in denial. I was like, I'm not an alcoholic. I don't know what you're talking about. I just have a drink sometimes and da 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 da. Now, when I'm around people who I would drink with during that time of denial, it's so funny because they'll be like, here, have a drink, here, 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 here. And it's like, nah, I'm cool. Because those same people I would get in trouble with when I was drinking. Or they would push my buttons to the point where, and I'm going to say it like this, I would allow these people to push my buttons because they kept putting that alcohol in my face. They kept putting the marijuana in my face. And then next thing you know, when it was all said and done, who's the one that's in trouble? Who's the one that's in jail? Who's the one that's sitting there, and looking up and nobody's there. Nobody's there. So now I listen to my instincts. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I can't stay. I can't chill. I got to go. I gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta eliminate, and it's okay. You know what I'm saying? There's a better you on the other side. There's a brighter day. There's more peace. There's stillness. There's a sound mind, meaning there's more life to be lived. I'm always telling myself there's more life to be lived, especially when I've been in the darkest of times. So go get it. Eliminate and elevate to the life awaiting you. Like there is life, you guys, that's on the other side. When I went to Lake Las Vegas today, And I'm sitting there and I'm like, wow, this is not too far from my house. Like, this is really nice. I am so close, you know? And that just touched me. I am so close. Think about it. Close your eyes and just think about it. Think about where you are in your life right now and where you were and all the steps you took to get to where you are. The reason I appreciate my vehicle and I thank God for my vehicle and I pray over my vehicle is because there was a time that I did not have a vehicle. But a year ago, that same car lot where I went and got the car from, I didn't have all the things that I needed then. I didn't have the credit. I didn't have the income. I didn't have the what do you call it? The W 2, the proof of income. I didn't have all of those things. Now I have those things. Now, not only do I use the car to get to doctor appointments, daycare, school, I also use the vehicle as a form of income. And those things that I'm doing now, I spoke into existence then. So, but what did I have to move out the way? What did I have to eliminate? I had to eliminate being a stay at home mom. I had to be a working parent. I had to eliminate homeschooling and I had to put my child in school. I had to eliminate my original plans for God's plan. You feel me? For God's plan. Because my plan wasn't working. So, well, let's just put it like this when I was trying to be in control of my plan. But it worked out. It worked out because I stayed focused. Did I procrastinate? Yes. Even right now, investing into myself, you guys, with the studio. I even told you guys this before, investing in myself. I talked about this with the producer some time ago. It happened later. Could I have taken necessary steps to move faster? Yes, I could have. But everything that was happening for me happened at the right appointed time. The mindset, the growth, the standards, the boundaries. Okay? I went from passive to assertive. Now I speak up. Now I'm like, no, I don't. That's not. We not having that. You know what I'm saying? If I don't like it, if it don't sit well with my spirit, if my children are uncomfortable, it gotta go. It has to go, and that's what I mean by eliminate, so you can elevate. Get to the other side. What's on the other side? My son. It had been some time since he seen his dad. Okay, how can I elevate the situation? Get in communication here. Hey, child's birthday. You already know this. Yada yada yada. You know what I'm saying? And it put a smile on his face. That emptiness he was feeling, that curiosity that he was going through, mama eliminated all of that. we ain't about to do that. You know what I'm saying? We gonna figure it out and we gonna make it happen, Captain. You know what I'm saying? So now that emptiness that was starting to stir that I was familiar with as a child when I was his age, no, we not doing that. We gonna elevate the situation. We gonna let that seed continue to grow. That seed of love. That seed of um, bonding with your parents. We're gonna continue this process. So every day is a process. Every day, I'm telling y'all, man, this I didn't get here overnight. I did not. But I owed it to myself. Like I just feel like, right, I owed it to myself to get to where I'm at right now. And all I'm doing is encouraging you guys to get to the other side. You know what I'm saying? Get to the other side of where you want to be in life. I did not get here. I did not wake up and just say, okay, cool, I'm good. No. I had to struggle. But in those struggles, I found me. a stronger me, a wiser me. Um, and there has been this ball of happiness that has taken place, that has come about. And I protect that ball of happiness and my peace. So as you are elevating and you're eliminating people, places, things, substance, whatever it is, understand that there are going to be triggers. That's the word I'm going to use. It's going to be some triggers. It's going to be some things that's coming along to reel you back in, make you go back to what's familiar, but don't do that. Stay on the right path, stay on the right track. And, you know, all in all, you guys, like, when you see the results of your prayers, when you see the results of a growing mind, when you see the results of the hard work, it makes life hits different. You know what I'm saying? Life hits different. Like I said, when I'm around the people that I used to drink with, and they come on, yeah, we partying, woo, woo, woo. No, we gonna party, we gonna chill, but I ain't that lady no more. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna be the laughing stock. I ain't gonna be the turn up queen. I'm gonna turn up. You know what I'm saying? But you ain't gonna be there. You gotta be selective. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be selective with the people that you decide to let into your circle. So, all in all, I'm getting ready to wrap this thing up, you guys. But I just want to say this again, okay? I just want to say this again. There's more life than this, okay? So go get it. Eliminate and elevate to the life awaiting you. So as I close, you guys, I just want to let y'all know that this week, I ain't gonna say when, but I'm trying out this TikTok thing. I'm trying out this TikTok thing. And I'm gonna see how that goes. I'm still trying to figure it out. I finally got Cash App together. I didn't know, you just walk in, they scan it, and then you upload the money. I'm like, okay, I can't transfer card to card. So, it's okay. I don't move as fast as the rest of the world. That's okay. I was always a late bloomer. That's all right. But I want to say thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for listening. My viewers and listeners that chimed in, chimed out, chimed in, chimed out. I thank you guys. Like I said, today was just one of those days y'all didn't see my face because I'm I'm tired. Okay, I look tired. All right. But I appreciate y'all tuning in with me. You guys can go ahead and click the anchor link to catch up on all of my previous episodes. Miss Tahisha's World. And just continue to progress. The holidays are coming up. Family time is coming up. Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, all of that. All I'm gonna say, you guys, all in all, stay strong, stay positive, stay productive, stay persistent, consistent. And don't be no sucker. I love you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in to Miss Tahisha's World. Until next Sunday, I'm out. Peace.
They hit the dance floor just a step. They did the dance till there wasn't nothing left. Nikki so fly and she rap. She called her step toes and they left. They hit the dance floor just a step. Did the dance till there wasn't nothing left. Nikki step. Shake, 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 shake that thing. Shake, 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 shake that thing. Shake, 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 shake that thing. Try it so bad, don't break that thing. Dance to the beat. Here's your chance, move your feet. Song gon' ring in the street. Get that thing.
thing got the seat. It's heated up. Feel the bass line in them speakers, beat it up. Better be cautious when you dance, don't speed it up. No talking, we just stepping. Follow directions. That Nicky step, no guessing. Make the connection. You've been looking for something new. Pull up with your crew. Here's that dance for you. It's that Nicky step. Nicky so fine and she rap. And she caught the step toes and they left. They hit the dance floor just a step. They did the dance so there wasn't nothing left. Nicky so fine and she rap. She called the step toes and they left. They hit the dance floor just a step. Did the dance till there wasn't nothing left. Nicky step. Shake, 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 shake that thing. Shake, 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 shake that thing. Shake, 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 shake that thing. Shut it so bad, don't break that thing. Care who sees me. My girl Nikki made that step so easy. And you gon' learn that step so briefly. Don't make me do this by myself, complete me. Oh, yeah. You deserve the spotlight. You're the center of attention all night, yeah. And it's alright. If you don't do the dance, then it's not right. No way. It's time to flood the dance floor. That Nicky step leave you wanting more. The speed is so crazy you can't ignore. You're not doing the dance, so just head to the Nicky door. So fine and she rap. She called the step toes and they left. They hit the dance floor just a step. They did the dance and there wasn't nothing left. Nicky so fine and she rap. She called the step toes.